Okay, so my last video was for my February 2017 binder update to, get some trading done and everything. I never actually mentioned the things I need. I'm specifically looking for the rank 3 Exceed Break Sword, Twin Twisters, Anti-Spell Fragrance, anything that's utility that can be used for any deck. But here's my DD deck profile. And the start, triple Lamia. You don't want anything other than 3. Triple Kepler to get your Dark Contract Surge off. And the way I run it, it can also be used for a Formula Synchron. Triple Swirl Slime. Pitch him and another DD from your hand to fusion. Triple Necro Slime. Banish him and another from grave to fusion. Triple Ragnarok, which is your Pendulum. You go into him, throw him into Pendulum Zone. If you special summon a DD monster, except during the damage step, you could target another DD in your graveyard. Any bad damage your opponent takes becomes halved. You special that monster and you take 1,000 damage. But if you have D-Arc on the field, then you'll gain 1,000 instead. I run double Coppernickus, which is a Foolish Burial. 1 Thomas. I want to bump Thomas up to 2 because the combo I use with Thomas is you banish Swirl Slime from the grave, you special Thomas on board. When he Ragnarok's in your zone, Thomas's effect destroys Ragnarok, puts him in your extra deck face up. Then you special a level 8 or higher level 8 DDD monster from your deck in defense position. So then I'll overlay them and go into Caliuga or into Titanic Galaxy. Either way, either works. It's a really great card, so I want to really bump it up to 2. One up for monster, I run 1 Orthros. He's an allure target. Double Maxi and the 1 Vanity Fiend. Spells, I run triple Dark Contract, which is a search every turn. I run 1 Dark Contract with the Swamp King, it's a fusion. Triple Allure, self-explanatory. Double MST, the 1 Foolish, the 1 Upstart, the 1 1-for-1, and the 1 Burial. And then for traps, I run the 1 Witch. I originally tried Witch at 2, but with the way it works, I didn't particularly like it at 2. I don't find myself using the effect much. I find me using it more for, honestly, pitching for Lamia. I just teched this in today, the 1 reroll, just for the fact of I can use Lamia, special Lamia from grave, send this to the graveyard, trigger this effect, banish this from grave to target up to 3 of your banished DD cards and shuffle them back into the deck. So I found that really helpful. I run the 1 Warning and the double Mirror Force because nobody's ready for it. So that's all for the main deck. Extra deck, you got double King Genghis. You can always bump it up to 3 if you want, but this is pretty much your first thing to go into. When you special DD, you can special DD from your grave. I run double D-Arc, which anything that would inflict damage to you, you gain life points instead. I run the 1 King Caesar, the 1 Beowulf, that's all for fusions. Then I run the 1 Formula, the 1 Black Rose, the 1 Armades, the 1 Gus King Alexander, the 1 Trishula. Trishula is player preference, but I find Trishula mandatory. There's a 2-card combo you can get that will let you just go Trish. I run double Siegfried, 1 Titanic Galaxy, optional, and 1 Caliuga. Now, I'm going to show you guys the 2-card combo that you want in hand to make that Trish. That's what you want. Or there's a couple other cards you can have that'll help you get to this. Okay, so these 4 cards you see right here, is what you pretty much want. The ideal, you just want these two in hand. That's all. Just these. Now, what this does is, you have those, okay? Now, if you draw into a contract, like say you get this pair, that's fine. You'll contract search, you get your slime in hand. Or if you don't have contract and you have a Kepler, normal Kepler, then you get the slime. So, let's say your hand is, let's go random with it. Give you some random stuff for the hand, and we'll just say 4, 5. There you go. Here's your random 5 card hand. So the way you want to play out this hand is you want to activate that gate. You want to add this to hand, and then everything else in your hand is now irrelevant except for these two. Because what you're going to do is you're going to activate Swirl Slime's effect, pitch Lamia and Swirl Slime to the grave. You're going to use that to special summon King Genghis. Activate Lamia's effect in grave. Pitch Dark Contract to special Lamia. Effect of King Genghis from specialing the DD. Special one from grave. So special Swirl Slime. Sync for the 9. Don't forget, Lamia is banished after using her effect. Sync for the 9 and Trish. That's your easiest 2-card combo for anybody. And if someone don't know what Trishula does is, let you choose 1 card in your opponent's field, graveyard, and hand to banish. And the one from hand is random, so you do not get to look at their hand. But that's pretty much all for the DDD deck profile. It's a really good deck overall. I find it really fun. Easy to come back in late game or pretty much anything. But that's all for this one, guys. Next video will be Domain Monarchs.